Hello, my name is Bryan Rowles at 72 and Sunny. Welcome to the Sunny Side series. We're coming at you live from Stagwell Sport Beach at Cannes, where we're celebrating the intersection of sport, culture, and fandom. I'm joined here by my friend, Ravi Kandikonda from Zillow. Let's get going.
All right,
so I have questions for you.
All right, sounds good, Bryan.
Okay, tell us a little bit about yourself and what brings you to Cannes Sport Beach this year.
Ravi Kandikonda, I lead marketing for all of Zillow Group businesses, including Trulia, StreetEasy, and so forth. So I'm here to celebrate all the creativity that the industry has produced, but also to make sure that Zillow is part of the discussion and part of the cultural zeitgeist, especially at Sport Beach.
Amazing. And as we gather here at Sport Beach, we're experiencing the intersection of sport, creativity, and culture. How has your brand leveraged sports to drive growth and engagement, and how has this evolved in the past year?
Yeah, sports is one of those few categories where their passion unites all of the customers and fans, which is something that we definitely want to be a part of. Over the past year, with partnership from 72 and Sunny, we have launched a new content series of Alia Boston, which has been a pretty awesome set of content that we put out, and it is one of the top performing social media content for us at Zillow.
And it was a fun first step into that, right? Because it's such an interesting story about a woman who's moved from the Virgin Islands to Boston without her parents to pursue basketball, won a national championship in South Carolina, got drafted to the WNBA, and now finally bought a home to bring her whole family.
What a great story,
Amazing.
Especially first-time home buyer, which is a key segment for us at Zillow, but also to celebrate the win there.
Yeah. This is a really good one for Zillow. So fandom is a buzzword in the industry right now. How do you define fandom, and how has it impacted your business?
Yeah, fandom to us is really being authentic to who we are and helps customers have relativity to who we are as a business and what they see themselves as an opportunity for them. And if you think about a home, either if you're renting or buying or selling, you're thinking of what's next, what's possible, and that's what we as a brand want to be known for, and that's what fandom means to us.
Awesome. If I can build on that, I think that also one of the beautiful things about working on Zillow is everyone's a fan of Zillow, rabidly so. So like when we are doing a piece of communication and we want to use an Olivia Rodrigo track, she's like, yes, please use my track, which for a lot of brands, that doesn't happen. So I think there's also just like a fandom and culture for the brand of Zillow that is almost like an effortless, beautiful thing in the zeitgeist.
Yeah, and I think the element there is also trust. Like we want to make sure that we keep that trust and excitement that is associated with the brand.
Okay. What is the next frontier for Zillow, and how are you preparing for it?
Yeah, the next frontier for us is how do we actually help customers move from search and find to actually using Zillow to get into the home that they really, really want to be at. The purpose that we all live by is helping people, more and more people get home. And what that means is if you're looking to rent a home, you can find that and sign that contract and get your credit check and actually get in. And if you're actually buying a home, you can go all the way from figuring out your affordability. We have a tool that actually came out of this 72 and Sunny brainstorm session where Rich Barton was sitting and literally writing a product proof point of buyability being the place where you identify the affordability that you have, and therefore we customize all of the homes and the agents, the financing, everything that comes along with it, and we get you home. That to us is the next frontier.
That was one of the coolest meetings I've ever been in, where we're like, what if you had a personal Zestimate, and you just started like writing the idea on it, and innovation came out of it, not ads, but innovation, which was really cool.
That's live today, and it's one of our fastest growing feature on the site.
So cool. Okay, so being at Cannes, what's the one thing that excites you the most about the industry right now?
I think the conversation between creativity and how AI actually will fuel that creativity has been pretty exciting. It's obviously a very touchy topic too, because who knows what kind of activation comes along with it. But the stories that I'm hearing are very uplifting, because the creatives are thinking of leveraging these tools in amplifying the brands and the stories that they tell, which is actually a pretty exciting space to be, and that's what I'm looking forward to.
Great. Okay, a couple questions about us, 72.
All right, let's do it.
Why did you feel that 72? Sorry, I'll start over. Why did you feel that 72 and Sunny was the best fit for your brand's vision and business goals? What do you believe has made our partnership successful?
Two things. Number one is people. and number two is partnership. The people, I mean, going back to that conversation with that we were talking about where buyability as an idea came out, it is an idea factory, and when you have the right people in the room and have the right kind of conversations, great things come out of it, and it's been a phenomenal partnership, right? So that's one, and the second thing is partnership, which is where I was going. The kinds of conversations where we have, where you actually come to the table with ideas that push us, and our teams actually taking that and then having that really creative and productive dialogue gets best work out from both teams. So that's what I'm excited about.
So mutual. Okay, another one. What advice do you have for other marketers on what to look for and how to play to win with their agency partners?
Be open and direct in terms of what you would like to see and in terms of the quality of the work that comes out and what are the metrics based on which that success is measured, and then facilitate the teams both on the internal marketing side as well as on the 72 side, to just on the agency side, to come in and become one team and go after the goal collectively.
That's great. How do you collaborate with your creative agency partners? Well, I'll start over. How do you collaborate with 72 and Sunny to create work that not only elevates your brand, but also drives business results? We talk about business results a lot.
Yes. So it's always a delicate balance. How do you sustain the brand trust and excitement that a brand like Zillow brings to the customers, and then make it relevant to the journey that they're in? So most of our conversations with 72 have been focused on how do we tell the story that really brings that emotion out, but then there is a clear call to action that actually results in a customer getting excited about using our products and services. And that combination, I think, has worked well for both of us.
Great. Agree. I'll ask just a couple more. One off the. I'm going off the list, as I tend to do. 2026 is Zillow's 20th anniversary. Do you see an opportunity with that number as a way to speak to your customers and audience?
Absolutely. I mean, 20 years, and we are such a brand that's part of the cultural zeitgeist, and we want to continue to be part of that conversation, taking in bigger and bigger strides and being present in some big forums. So that's what I'm looking forward to.
Great. We're excited for that. We use it as an excuse to remind people what we stand for and who we're all about. Can't wait. Okay, last one. You are a sailor and you are obsessed with boats. If you could sail anywhere in the world, where would it be?
Oh, I already do that today. It's in the Pacific Northwest. It is one of the most beautiful places to be out there on the water. So if anyone wants a recommendation, I highly recommend British Columbia and going up north from there. So.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. We're going to wrap it up here. Please follow us at 72 and Sunny on Instagram to see what else is going on around Sport Beach and Cannes, and hope to see you here this year and in the future.